Today on the channel, we got a hairy bipedal werewolf creature alert from Fury Toys. We got Veteran William.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another hairy bipedal creature unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Fury Toys, we got Veteran William, a werewolf. But for all your Veteran William needs, I'm not sure exactly where you go. I went through the website there. Talk about that here in a second. But for all your other toy needs you might need, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. But Veteran William comes here as I'm not all in on the Fury Toys, however you pronounce it, toys. However, I did get Crocker, the big leatherhead knockoff figure, earlier this year. We unboxed that on the channel, possibly an all-timer of the figure department. A very good figure. We'll compare that to this here in a little bit. But you guys know me, I am a sucker for a hairy bipedal creature. I'm a sucker for a werewolf. So this is playing a lot of hits here for me today. Very excited to get this one, but my order had been taken forever. I don't know what was going on. Where is it? Lost in the mail. One of those things too, if you order a lot of action figures, which I do, you kind of forget about things and you see people getting them. You're like, wait, I bet mine's coming soon. You wait a little bit longer, you wait a couple of months, you check into it, well, they're not sure, here's the tracking, it's coming. Well, mine finally did come, obviously, long story short, but apparently mine got ran over by a bus along the way, or at least sprayed with some silver bullets. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, as this is dinged, dented. No way you'd be happy if you're a minimum box collector, and these are more premium items. I think this figure was about a little over $100, so really would like to get it all in one piece, would like to have the box in good condition, would like to save the box. Really not possible here, so it is all beat up all over the place. But Veteran William on the front, big window box, letting all the light in, of course. Got a little like blood claws on the side, looking good. Veteran William on the side over here. And then, of course, on the back, a little bit of a picture. And you can display him 3 different ways. For hardcore fans out there, you buy 4 of these. 1 in the box, 1 to display each way. And I can't afford that, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm leaning towards the full-on werewolf look. Something about a hairy bipedal creature stole my heart many moons ago. Never did let go at the end of the day. But looking good here. Mastro Union, ages 16 and up. You 15-year-olds, get out of here. You can't be playing with one of these things here. But we're going to pull them out. We got all kinds of stuff. We got styrofoam. We got ripped, cracked plastic. This could be a dangerous unboxing. This could all actually fall apart at the table right here. Who knows what's going on? There's the packaging. I'm going to drop that gently off to the side because it's got a bunch of styrofoam all over it. We got broken piece of plastic. See you later, goodbye. We do get a nice comic book here. This is a heavy, heavy-duty comic book. Furry Planet Veteran William. Number 1, 250. Man, this is a big comic book, though. This is thick. This is like a straight-up magazine. Very, very big here. And we got old Crocker, the old alligator, crocodile on the back, I guess. Crocodile, alligator, caiman, who knows? You know what I mean, though. Crocodile in the back there. So I'm going to thumb through that. Maybe this could be good reading material. I'm leaving on a jet plane tomorrow like a young John Denver. Hopefully it works out for me. We'll see. All right, what do we got going? I don't even know what we got going on in here. We got a mess is what's going on. We got a head floating around. I'm trying to figure this all out. Everything is dislodged. Plastic prison right there. I'm going to try to make heads or tails of this plastic. Things are loose. Fingers crossed, nothing broken in here. I guess we're going to find out soon, but I'll be right back with Veteran William. All right, it's time to dive into Veteran William, a veteran of many wars, apparently the werewolf wars, but he is dressed up here, very military-esque with some of the accessories, things like that. Don't know the story, got to read the comic book to find out his whole story here, but very cool looking figure right out of the package. I did say earlier, I think I'm going to go full werewolf. Man, this looks pretty sweet at the end of the day. But we're going to dive through the accessories first, as we usually do. And they have a lot of stuff to make him straight up werewolf without the clothes. I didn't realize how intricate this was here, but you do get 2 extra arms and biceps here, so you plug those out, plug these in. That way you get the shirt jacket off, so we do have that going on. And then you got the shoulder, the little balls in the shoulder, those go with that, so you got to have those with those. And then you get the lower torso, so you can replace if you don't want them wearing jeans, things like that. Here it is, you got the lower torso going on here, so you can really choose your own werewolf adventure at the end of the day. Then we get a ton of hands with this one here. Now, he's all over the place in the hands department. You got the big old splayed out hands. Man, these are awesome. I love the big old nails going on. Just looking very, very cool. Hairy palms at the top, black nails. Just looking like something out of American Werewolf in London or something like that. So beautiful hands there. A little bit more, less splayed out hands, I guess we'll call these two. So do have that. 2 gripping hands out of the package. And then we got 2 trigger hands here. What about the werewolf that balls it up? What about some werewolf fists? We don't get any of that kind of stuff going on. There's none of the little of this going there. That's unfortunate. I like a boxing werewolf is what I wanted. I want some boxing gloves with this one. But a lot of good hands here for the old veteran William. And we're not done with those. Next up, we got some knives. He's got the old knuckle duster in the front. Look at this. This is a bad day at the office getting hit with one of these. Does got the sheath on it. Straight up blade. An old rusty kind of looking blade there. Very sharp on the end. I guess that's why it's 16 years old and older. You do got a little peg on the end, so you can probably peg this onto him so you can store his 2 blades if you want to. Very, very nice. I like those blades looking really good there. Then we do get another cover and a little, I guess, is this a sawed-off shotgun? A double-barrel shotgun going on right here. Got a nice brown kind of wooden handle. Looks very ancient. And then you got the whole holster for it as well, and a peg here so you can peg it onto him. Looking good, and it does have a screw in the middle, and look at that. You can remove that stuff. And look at that. The shell casings come right out with it. Nice red and gold attack. They plug right back in. That's where they're going to go so I don't lose them. But that is pretty good attention to detail right there. You can plug it in, plug it out. Looking very good. Nice, nice weapon here for the old veteran William. Looking good right there. Not done yet. We got a little holster action. Okay, this goes over the top of him, of course. You got the pouches and all that kind of stuff. Nice leather feel to it. And then you got the 3 holes in the back, so you can store these pegs for these different weapons in the back of this. So that looks to be where you can store stuff if that's what you want to do. And man, we're not done yet. Of course, the tail, you got to use a tail with the werewolf. Great articulation in this tail. You got a little on the end, a little bit right here, a little bit right here, and then back and forth on all these. Pegs in the back. Probably going to have to heat this up. That's usually the way it goes with some of these import toys, some of these more high-end stuff. You got to heat it up. You don't want to be breaking anything on an expensive figure like this. On the end, though, this little gray at the end of the tail almost reminds me of like a raccoon or something. So very interesting. But we do get that tail there, and then you get the big old over to the top there. All the hair around the shoulder stuff. A little less in the shoulder here in his clothes. But this one making him a full-on werewolf, looking good. He would look like something out of like the Dog Soldiers, one of the greatest werewolf movies of all time. Shout out to that movie. That one's right up at the top of the list. Of course, American Werewolf in London. But the greatest werewolf experience you'll ever have is the TV show Werewolf from Fox. Talked about it in the past, talking about it again now. Man, you got to go see what Scorzani's up to. An all-timer TV show. I wish somebody would remake that or do something with that because I thought it was a great premise. It was like the Incredible Hulk TV series about werewolves, but even better, even better. Check it out on YouTube if you've never seen the show Werewolf. It's amazing. Some of the best werewolves ever to this day. I'm all in on that. Now we're almost done. We do get this little piece, which is going to be easily lost. It looks like a cigar. It looks like a cigar or something is what it looks like here. And actually I think that's what it is. It's like a cigar or a cigarette. There's a little hole in the side of this mouth so you can have a smoking werewolf. What more could you want? It's like the dogs playing poker, but even better, a werewolf that smokes. Who knows? But that does fit in there. But boy, that is a small piece of business. I can see people losing this. And it's one of those things. You sell this later on down the line. Well, is it complete? You got the cigarette. This could be a very expensive piece to lose. I'm going to put this extra special right here in front of me. I don't want to risk that rolling to the carpet because I'll never see it again. I'll never see it again. That's what'll happen there. But now we're going to get down to the old veteran William. We're going to go through these head sculpts first on this one. Right out of the bat, man, he's feeling the flow. He's doing the bull dance. He is ready to go. I absolutely love this head sculpt here. Big old ears going on, all kinds of fluffy fur throughout, different colors of the fur, which looks nice. But this one looks amazing with the big old fang, the elongated snout on this guy. And it almost looks like blood inside. It's the red of the gums. It almost looks like he just chomped on somebody. The bright yellow eyes, man, all day long. I am here for something like that. Beautiful, beautiful head on this one. Now we get more heads here, and these ones got the closed mouth. Now, this is the one I could put that cigar into. He's got a little bit of a lip curl going on. He's got the 2 big teeth, or 4 big teeth coming out. Even a little Jim Neidhart-esque goatee on this one. Just a very, very good looking one here with the mouth closed. So you need this. You need mouth open, you need mouth closed. Third one here, mouth closed once again, not too different than the last one. Would have liked to seen this one with a little bit, maybe a halfway open mouth or something like that, or maybe a movable jaw. Choose your own mouth adventure. That would have been nice, but not a lot of extra compared to this one. I mean, it's all right. The teeth are a little bit different colored, just a little bit. So minute differences there, but man, out of the 3, this is probably the coolest one, the most fierce head of the bunch. It does look very, very nice. But let's dive into this figure here, see what's going on, see what all the fuss is about. He's got dog tags all over him. Maybe he was in Dog Soldiers. Maybe he took all those military guys' dog tags. He's got a huge collection of them. I don't think they're his. I think it's the fallen opponents he's taken out. So he's got that necklace. That is removable if you want to. Of course, then you get down to it. He does have some jeans, torn and tattered like any good werewolf would have in the transformation process. He does got 2 belts, one sculpted in, and then one that's just hanging there. You got more of those shells or those bullets, and they are removable out of that belt. I would not recommend it. Very small. You might lose them, but you do have that. Got a big old duster overcoat in kind of a green, a little bit of gold in there. Even werewolves love the Oakland A's, as we do know. But it does look good. It does look torn and tattered and beat up. That's kind of how this whole guy does look. Nice weight to this figure. Not overly heavy, not overly light, about the perfect amount of weight. Very smooth joints for the most part, And we're going to dive in here with the articulation right now. Head, back, forth, side to side. You got another piece in between the head and the neck for a little extra fur, a little extra detail. But man, good head movement out of this guy all over the place in the head movement department. Looks very, very nice. Arms do go all the way around, of course, so not too tight. Bicep cut. This is where I had issues, though. This elbow is not adjusting, so I'm going to have to heat that up. Don't want to break this arm off, that's for sure. So we do have some of that. Hands removable, back, forth, side to side. A lot of fur right there on the forearms, as you can imagine. He's got the upper hula hoop joint going on. A little hula hoop action. Then you got a traditional waist in there. Got those big old werewolf splits. You know how that works. There's the Werewolf Olympics every year. I'm sure he's looking to get on the pommel horse one of these days. Got a big old double jointed. I don't know. A single jointed it looks like, but a deep stretch right there in the knees. Then you got a lower, I guess we'll call it boot cut, but lower, upper, high, I don't know. What do you call it? We'll call it a boot cut there. And then, of course, you get the ankles up and down. Nice black nails, just like we got on the nails on the hands. You get them on the feet. No peg hole on the bottom, but you do get some nice paw prints, nice attention to detail all the way through on this figure. Looking very, very cool right there. Wonder how hard it is to pop this head off. We'll try that real quick. Very easy to pop that head off. No issues doing that. Can I pop this on just as easy? A little tougher to pop on, as you can imagine. Probably got to heat these things up. Now, this has been in my house for a couple of days, so usually that does the trick. Oh, come on. But no, not going to go back on. Apparently, that one isn't, at least. So I might try to put this back on, see how that goes. That's the thing. That's the one downer with some of these more expensive stuff. You really do got to heat this stuff up. You can't just plug and play like Hasbro. I guess you get what you pay for. You get more work with your figures is what you do get. But a very, very cool looking figure right here. You guys know me, hairy bipedal creature, especially a werewolf. You're playing all the hits in my department. And the customability of this one is something else. Sometimes I hate having so many choices, especially when it's a cool figure. It's like, man, I really want to get 2 of these or 3 of these or whatever because it's so cool, but the price point really stops that because it's an expensive figure. I'm just happy nothing was broke in transport as well, but man, a very cool one. And we'll have a ton of glamour shots. You've been seeing them throughout this video. I'm going to have to do those because it'd take forever to mix and match all these parts. Truly, many different ways you can go to market with this figure here with all the plug and playing you can do. Just an all-timer. Is old veteran William, a veteran of foreign wars, maybe even the psychic wars like a young blue oyster cult. Who knows? Who knows? But we do got Crocker, the big old crocodile as well. Really building out our Animal Planet here. We're going to take it to the TV network next, I think. We'll see what happens. But Crocker, an all-timer, big, squatty, huge crocodile. Now we got a tall, lanky werewolf. What is next? I feel like they already announced the next one. Is it like a big rabbit or something? Maybe I'm dreaming that. I don't know. But very cool with the furry toys. Very cool what they're doing here. And you know a werewolf, I'm going to be here at the end of the day. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? What do you think about this one? Did you pick this up? Is this in your collection? Let me know your thoughts in your comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this guy. Did you get Crocker while you were at it? Let me know. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content, if you can believe it, over on the Patreon channel. Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel, and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for a little werewolf action, I'm a little Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.